Alright everyone, I'm going to do a little overview of my toolbox. I haven't done a toolbox tour in a while. I think the last time I did one I had a roll cart with this box on top of the roll cart. But now I have basically three boxes here. I had gotten that one for free with my roll cart, and then I actually trash picked these two. So that was a good find. They're all Craftsman boxes. We'll just go ahead up top. It's got some spray paint, some oil, some plastic cleaner polish, Harbor Freight work light, safety glasses, this little Craftsman work light. These are great. You got the belt clip, magnet, and a bright LED. Let's see if I can turn it on. Yeah. Those work good. Magnetic holder from Harbor Freight. Got a face shield for when I'm doing like grinding stuff. Some dust masks, and bags, and funnel. Just got some Forstner bits here when I do some woodworking projects. Over to the side, I actually just got these. These are the Tecton wrench set. I just have them clamped for now. I'm gonna put some bolts through here and hang them. But I actually just got these. This is the Tecton 15-piece set from 8 to 22, and it doesn't skip a set. These are the full polish ones. I've been looking at these for a while, and they were around 40 to 45, and then I finally saw them for like 35 bucks. So I just got them on Amazon. But they're really nice. They're long. I'll compare it quickly to a regular 8mm. Well, actually, the only 8 one. Yeah. So I'll just do a quick comparison. I lost my Craftsman 8mm, but the Craftsman would be about that length. Here's a Husky, and then here's the Tecton. So comparing it to an 8mm, Craftsman, they're a lot longer. So I really like that, and I like the full polish compared to my Craftsman raised panel wrenches. So, and they come with a nice little stand here. Unfortunately, this doesn't fit in these boxes. It'll fit in this one, but I don't have room. But I like it hanging once I put the bolts in. So that'll be nice, just to have quick access to those. So yeah, really happy about those. They've had great reviews and everything. First drawer, just some miscellaneous stuff. Some fishing pliers, fishing lures, plastic caliper, some bits for my Ryobi drill, and a knife. And here I just have some couple cheap Harbor Freight screwdrivers, and then some Stanley chisels, and then this one's made in England, an old chisel. Here I got some wire brushes, some more random stuff. A little scraper, drill attachments. Up here just have some adjustable wrenches. Don't really use these that much. This big wrench I got at the flea market. These little thin wrenches, I actually use these to tighten down the guitar tuner thing on my brother's little ukulele. It was able to fit in there. So I actually found a use for those for once. I've had those for years. This is the security bit set from Harbor Freight. And then this is just a Black & Decker bit set. And then this is just, got this at the flea market also. It's got ball ends on both ends. So here's my standard wrenches. Mostly Craftsman raised panel. This is my set from a couple years ago when they were still made in the USA. Yep. And then I got a couple random ones. This old vintage Snap-on one. Another Snap-on. This no-name double box end wrench. This one's made in USA. And then I got some flare nut wrenches. These are just Husky. And then over here I actually got these for free. These are, I think these are older than my USA ones. They definitely look like an older style. But these are made in Japan. And then these are some little Craftsman ignition wrench sets. And then I just got some random Craftsman and other brands. Double open ends. Stuff like that. Don't really use standard too much or SAE. But I have them. And then here's my old metric set, because now I guess I have these. These are also Craftsman USA raised panel. I got these probably, I don't know, 7 or so years ago. I've had to replace a couple with just some cheap Husky ones. Lost a couple, I guess. I think I have like I don't know, 7mm to 22, and then more metric ignition wrenches, more metric flare nut wrenches, and then I have these Craftsman ratcheting wrenches. These rust up pretty quickly, so it's hard to keep them nice. I actually just had to warranty the 10mm wouldn't ratchet anymore. I couldn't free it up, so I got that. I really like the ratcheting wrenches. So, that's it for my wrenches. I have a lot of miscellaneous drawers. And here I got drill bits, tape measure, 2 soldering irons, Allen keys, Allen wrenches. Got a bunch of these because I'm always losing them. And here are the Harbor Freight trim tool removals. I was really surprised with these. I thought they were going to be flimsy, but they're really, really strong. Definitely worth the couple bucks I paid for those. My multimeter, I've had this. This is the high-end, or most expensive one at Harbor Freight. And it's actually worked amazing. I've had this for probably 6 or so years. Still on the original batteries, and it works great. Just some drill attachments. I got a buffing wheel and some more wire wheels and some Teflon tape, and got a couple Harbor Freight kits here. This little electrical kit and a bolt kit. I think that's it in there. This is my miscellaneous drawer, all my little stuff. I have a bunch of pick sets, little screwdrivers, the center punch, little scissors, little files, a little bit driver. This is a Proto. I have a whole metric 1/4" Proto set somewhere. Gotta look for it. I got the Craftsman pick set, lighter, little pocket screwdrivers, just a bunch of little stuff, mirror, magnets, precision screwdrivers, toothbrush. This is my favorite. It's magnetic, but this is my favorite screwdriver. It's a snap-on ratcheting screwdriver in pink. This is definitely my go-to screwdriver. I love this thing. More picks, more bit driver, pens. This little brass hammer is pretty cool. This is my great-grandfather's box of tools. I polished it up a couple years ago. Could use another polish. Got a little spline key kit. Like Bristol wrench. Never use these. Got those for free. Little panel tool. This one's a Lyle. I had another one, but I lost it, so I just picked this one up. I like this one because it actually has the rubber thing on here, so you don't scratch the plastic. A bunch of super glue. I got a Craftsman Torx bit set, or driver set. And we have another smaller set. I got these a long time ago. USA. Some bearings, electrical tape, just a knife. Yeah, just a bunch of little stuff in here. And here I got my pliers and some other stuff. These are I made this drum brake tool. These are usually on like the bigger pliers, or this end, but I like having this on here, so I just put a screwdriver handle on it. I had one of these in my high school auto class, that I couldn't really find one, so I just made one. And then of course the spring tool. I have a lot of the Harbor Freight Professional. These things are really good. They stay sharp. These are the big ones, and I have the small ones. And I got some needle nose, and these are the snap-on wire strippers. I also bought these Nico or Nico ones. I'll just show you real quick. These actually were the only ones with the same design as this, so I just wanted to try them out because they were only like 15 bucks. The crimpers work good, but the strippers definitely aren't as sharp as these, and I've used these for years. You can see how beat up and rusted they are. But yeah, I was trying to find something that could compare to this, but just nothing really compares to this. These are pretty popular. The Snap-on PWC, what is it, SS7CP or something like that. Yeah, definitely recommend these. These, I mean, they'll get you by. They work. I won't lie, they work. Nico. Got some old cutters. Those always work. Have always worked great. My Snap-on long needle nose. These are really great for grabbing stuff. I got a little 3-piece Craftsman precision plier set. I like these skinny needle nose. Work great. PVC pipe cutters. Just some old rusty linesmen. Other stuff. The Nip-X Cobras. Love these things. These can do a lot. Really works great on like rusty bolts and stuff that you can't get a wrench over or something. Love those. Yeah. And then in here it's got some more pliers, the rivet gun. All these are my vice grips. Most of these are vice grip brands. I got some Harbor Freight ones. Most of these are old vice grips. Got some needle nose ones. This is a leather punch. There's some more cheap pliers, some old wire strippers. The split ring set. Don't know how good those actually work. Probably don't work too good. The automatic wire strippers. Get these Robo grips for free. And some old Weiss snips. And here's more stuff. I got a corded drill. I also have my lithium Ryobi heat gun and grinder. These are all Harbor Freight. Got a bunch of assorted discs, cutting, grinding, flap. Got some little brushes in here. Those are always handy. Got a file back in there. Some C-clamps and some more hex bits. There's a digital caliper set in there. Some tape. And here's all my sockets. Up front we got some bigger Torx and hex. These are 1/2 inch and 3/8. Here I got some metric 1/2 inch. These are just Stanley. Goes from 9 to 23. I don't have any deep 1/2 inch, and I don't use 1/2 inch that much, so I've never actually needed some. I just have these socket rails for when I take stuff to go. This is a 3/8 and a 1/4 inch. I got some more. This is my 3/8 set. Goes from 6 to 21, or I think 22. I have a 22, yeah. So 6 to 22, and then my deep sockets go from 8 to 19, and then my 1/4 inch metric goes from 4 to 14, and then my deeps also go to 4 to 14. These are mostly Craftsman, old USA ones with a mix of other stuff, some SK. My 3/8 standard, shallow and deep metric are from our Cobalt, as well as my shallow 1/4 inch. So that's all my metric stuff: 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. Then my standard stuff. These are old Craftsman, 1/4 inch deep. Then I have Cobalt, 1/4 inch shallow. And here, these are Cobalt as well. And just have a couple standard or SAE deeps. And then in the back, I have an old, very old Craftsman 1/2 inch standard set. This goes from 7/16 to 1 1/4. It's a really old set. So that's all my sockets. And here are all my ratchets. Coming from the back here, I got a 1/2 inch breaker bar with just deep impact socket. I use that for my lugs on my car. Harbor Freight torque wrench. This is a gear wrench, 120 XP 1/2 inch flex head. It's a huge ratchet. You can see it's as big as the 1/2 inch torque wrench. Here's a composite 1/2 inch from Harbor Freight, and here's a very old snap-on 1/2 inch ratchet. For my 3/8, I have this Harbor Freight long flex head. That's a really nice ratchet, especially with the coupon. It's like what, $20 or so. This is a Cobalt 3/8. This is the gear wrench 120 XP 3/8 flex head. I got that in a kit with the 1/2 inch 3/8, 1/4 inch, and 3/8 stubby. The biggest difference why I got this Harbor Freight one is because it doesn't have any, it can go in any position, while the gear wrenches have a fixed position. So I also wanted like a free flex head. But I actually like, this is probably definitely my favorite 3/8 ratchet here. And then a 3/8 composite Harbor Freight. The 3/8 stubby gear wrench. This is a SK 3/8, really old. The knurled handle. Really like this ratchet. And then USA 3/8 Craftsman. Never really liked this thing. I don't know. 1/4 inch, I just have the 120 XP. I put a handle on it, and then I also have an 84 tooth gear wrench. Oh, this is the 120. Sorry, this is the 120, and this is the 84 tooth. And then I also have a little Cobalt 1/4 inch. extensions. Just have various of all sizes and lengths. And then I have some miscellaneous. I got some snap-on swivels and Craftsman ones and adapters. Some Torx bits in here. More bits. Miscellaneous sockets, spark plug sockets. More cheap sockets. Extensions and T-handle and more bits. So those are all my ratchets. Here I have screwdrivers and pry bars and scrapers. Over here I kind of have some Phillips. This Craftsman long #2. One of my favorites. It's a Harbor Freight #2. Got a lot of old. I just have a lot of flatheads. This old one, wood-handled one. This old hard handle. With the bolt on there. Just a bunch of anything ranging from Harbor Freight to old Craftsman. There's some other old Stanley stuff in here. It's got a little scraper. I got this Craftsman USA 3-piece pry bar set. Got 3 of those. And then the big one here. I got those on sale at my local Sears a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last week. $17.99. They're made in the USA. They have striking caps. So those are really sweet, really good deal. And then this is the one I've been using. Harbor Freight. Got some scrapers and such. Stuff like that. I think that's about it. Just a lot of random screwdrivers in here. Kind of got some heavier stuff. Big C-clamp for doing disc brakes. This dead blow hammer. Use this all the time. It's really nice. Got some old pipe wrenches. See how old this is. The wooden handle. Got an old style beam torque wrench. Got some needle files. Swiss made. Yeah, those are cool. Sears Craftsman, old nut drivers. Got some more files in here. Crowbar. Just got some cheap tin snips. This is the Harbor Freight ball peen. Had this for probably at least 8 years, and it's held up great. Got a little hatchet in there. A little saw for hacksaw blades. Bag of zip ties. Another hammer. There's an old Stanley USA one. Got some punches and hot glue gun and an old hammer. And then this is just my junk drawer. I have everything from more old screwdrivers, paint, wire, saw, fishing line, hacksaw blades, books, socket holders. There's a lot in here. I gotta clean this out. Steel wool. Yeah, just a ton of stuff. Clamps. Thing's chocked full of stuff. So that's my toolbox. Pretty much at full capacity. Yeah. If you have any questions on anything specific or something I missed, tried my best to kind of go over everything, but if there's anything I missed or any improvements that I could do on future videos, just leave a comment. I think that's about it. And just I'm not in the garage anymore. I just have this this shed. So I got tons of stuff. Things packed full. You got old saws and my engine hoists, jack stands. Yeah, this thing's chocked full. Here's my tool bag for when I take stuff to go. Grand National transmission, this oxyacetylene. It's got a lot. I have my workbench and bench grinder and vise and another shed. But yeah. I still actually do have my tool cart. But it just holds some junk stuff for now. But yeah, it's my toolbox. Thanks for watching.